Hi everyone. I wanted to say thank you for all of my subscribers. We just hit 100 on our channel. Well, now it's up to 102 at the time of this recording, but I wanted to say thank you. I'm so happy to have all of you as subscribers and watchers. And for those of you who comment in the comment sections and everything, I just really appreciate it. It's been a while since I had that many subscribers on a YouTube channel. So it's just really nice. And I'm glad that hopefully some of this content is helping and, just the nice little community that we have here on YouTube of resellers. It's just really great. All right. So today I have a what sold video that I'm going to go ahead and jump into. We go over to Poshmark. This is going to be for the items that we sold across three platforms from the 8th of October until the 14th. All right, we didn't do that. We didn't have that many sales. I can't remember. I think we had some kind of a sale going on. I don't remember why. We didn't have that many. We didn't have that many sales this month, but that's okay. On Poshmark we had six, or excuse me, five, and that was these Torah jeans that sold for 19, pretty low. This really cute velvet turtleneck dress. I think this was from that wholesaler that I got things from. Sold for 20. This was a reborn doll. So for those of you that have been following me for a while, I used to make reborn dolls and I'm just selling off some of the ones that I still have left. And it sold for $117. That seems like a lot, but they used to cost me about $100 to make them if they were like bald and didn't have painted or rooted hair. They'd be about $100 in supplies. Definitely not counting for time because they would take like, gosh, just I mean hours and hours and hours and hours and days and weeks to make. But I usually just say my cost of goods is 100, and that way I know how much to account for profit. So I lost a little bit. I lost about $6 or seven on this, but it's okay. I'm just glad that it she got to a new home. Then we sold this Dorothy Perkins dress that came from Goodwill, so we paid $5.55 after tax, and this really cool iron fist tunic. It had this really cool skeleton design on the back. I got that when I used to work at Plato's Closet back in 2016. So very small amount of sales this week or that week, and they were not very high dollar sales either. Our total profit was so low. I don't even know the last time we made that low of profit on Poshmark. Almost to the point where I was like, am I doing my math wrong? But no, it's just really low. We profited $27.73 on Poshmark. No sales on Mercari. And then we'll go to eBay, which luckily kind of made up for it. I sold these Talbot black leather riding boots that I had had for so long. We got these at Goodwill, so we paid like $5 to $6 for them, and they sold for 30. This cute Sundance top. I think I got this from that wholesaler. No, maybe I got this from that church sale. I can't remember, but it was a very low cost of goods and it sold for $36. This actually went to Canada and the lady was really sweet. She was kind of sending some offers back and forth and we finally settled on $36 because she was telling me how much she was going to have to pay with all of um what is it, transferring, not transferring. I can't think of what it's called, but the for her money it was going to be a lot more, so she wanted to keep it as low as possible, and we settled on $36. Then a pair of Vermont Country Store pajamas. You guys know I get these for $2 and then tax, so 214, and they sell pretty well. These sold for 30 bucks. A Talbot sweater sold for $18. I think our sweaters are also 5.55 after tax. So pretty decent profit. I got this and then like a blue one that's the exact same, but that's still available. This I've had for a long time. Like, pretty sure I wore this in high school because we had to wear uniforms, so like a long time. This and I lowered the price because it definitely had like wash wear and a little bit of overall fading, but it did finally sell 1260. Why is my mouse wasn't working. French dressing jean. I'd never heard of that brand before. I picked these up I think at like Goodwill years ago just because I thought they looked cool and I didn't end up keeping them. They sold for 12.60. These Spanx jeans came from the consignment store that we source at and sell at, and they sold for $35, which was awesome. This bag, my cost of goods was 0. My mom gave me a few canvas bags to sell, and it sold for $10. Some LuLaRoe, that's why I say don't always discount LuLaRoe, but I wouldn't try picking it up unless it was like free or maybe 50 cents to a dollar. That's all I would honestly pay for these. And only novelty print, not just their normal wacky abstract patterns. This was obviously very um on theme. It's almost Christmas, and these were Santa Claus themed ones, and they sold for $12. And lastly, some Torrid earrings that sold for 18. And in total on eBay, we profited $127.51. So a whole $100 more than on Poshmark. And our total profit between Poshmark and eBay and the no sales on Mercari was $155.24. We haven't had that low of sales, a sales week in several weeks, but that's okay. I am that second week of October have been super crazy and hectic, and I hadn't been posting or sharing or doing any of the things really. I've gotten kind of a little more on track now that I'm getting some of my new jobs straightened out and everything, and I'm finding time to relist old listings and things like that. So hopefully sales will continue to increase, especially now that we're in quarter four. I hope your guys' sales are doing good, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.